Hi, my name is Deagan Moore, and I'm the Director of Merchandising for Martha Fabrics. And this is Ava Williams. She's the Director of Marketing for Martha Fabrics. And today, we're here to talk to you about how we're going to get our online customers that derived from the coronavirus pandemic into our stores. Before we even get started, we just wanted to let you guys know we had the opportunity to converse about the products that you gave us to choose to put in the store, and let you know that we decided to put the scrapbooking materials into the store just because the scrapbooking materials has the most variety and they fit the target market that we have selected the best.
Thank you, Deegan. Now, to start off, we need to select a marketing plan, and by doing that, we need to establish a base. And this base will rely heavily on the use of technology, simply because in this past year, dealing with the pandemic, technology has come to the forefront of communication for us in the business world and in promotional strategies. Now, looking at our demographics and identifying our market, we concluded that our target market uses Facebook and YouTube primarily, as opposed to platforms such as Instagram or Twitter, which are targeted more towards middle-aged or teenagers. And so going into the identification of which platforms we would use for this marketing plan, we concluded that those are the two primary platforms that we would use. Now, we wanted to analyze the situation, so we created a SWOT analysis right here. And I would first like to highlight the strengths of our business. One, we have a very strong online presence, and this was developed even more because of the pandemic, since the stores were closed. But our YouTube channel also added to that, and Deegan will talk about that later. We have very loyal customers, some of whom have been with the business since 1970. This means that when people come into our store, they fall in love with our products and our business, and they are hooked and they stay with us, which is always a great aspect of a business. Along with that, we are wanting to implement customer testimonials, since people tend to gravitate towards others and others' opinions on products. Hearing from people of the same demographic and the same interest as them, on the Facebook, we can do some showcases for testimonials that will help us to drive more people into the store and gain more customers as well. Going along with that, another strength that we are hoping to implement soon actually are the scrapbook materials, which we selected because this opens up even more opportunity for our in-store purchasing, just simply because scrapbook materials are rather difficult to select over a screen, and it's way more efficient to be able to see all of the options in front of you. So finally, laser cutting and engraving are our two new services, which are only in-person services. Therefore, people that want to utilize those two benefits will have to come into the store to do so. Now, with those strengths comes weaknesses. So we have two primary weaknesses that we have identified. One are limited promotional options, since Facebook and YouTube are the primary platforms which our target market utilize. We are going to have to only focus on those two, but we can combat that by focusing more on them and being able to dedicate all of our time to those two platforms instead of spreading ourselves too thin across too many social media platforms and then trying to upkeep those and manage them, and it would just become too much. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise in a way. Finally, the elephant in the room, the COVID limitations. We obviously are not operating at full capacity yet. And due to these COVID limitations, our target market is statistically proven to be affected more and more at risk for the coronavirus pandemic. Therefore, people in our target market are a little scared to come in person in fear of contracting the virus. Therefore, they have been more active online, but we want people to come into the stores now because we need to get back and moving into society. So we will emphasize our sanitizing and our mask we will enforce the mask mandate just to solidify the fact that we are being as safe as possible, and therefore we can ease the stress that is caused by this, so that we can continue to serve people in person.
All right, thank you, Ava. I'm going to continue on the SWOT analysis. I'm going to be covering the opportunities and threats that our business faces in this unprecedented time of pandemic. So as Ava mentioned before, I'm going to speak a little bit more about our YouTube channel that came to rise as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. It was a very big hit during that initial quarantine from like March to May. We gained about 300,000 subscribers on that YouTube channel, which is a great number. We're very grateful for that. And along with that, we have about over 1 million views on a few of our tutorial videos, which really just speaks to the fact that people love our methods of showing them how to do things, and they love our product. So that's an opportunity, just because with all of those new online customers, potential customers, we have an entire base that we can market to. It's kind of built in. If they're still watching our YouTube videos, we can advocate for them to come into our store and to get our product to do the tutorials that they love so much during quarantine. That's something that's really a benefit of quarantine. All those fads that went around, a lot of people really hooked onto our product and our sewing, and they just loved it. So that's one of probably our biggest opportunities that we have. Kind of likewise what Ava said, with strengths come weaknesses, with opportunities come threats. In the business world, being a capitalist society, we do have rather rigorous competitors, one of which being a kind of a hobby store. They have about 1,000 locations across the country. They're bigger than us and they have more stuff, but with that comes a certain degree to which we can help our customers better and we can curate to their needs. So they have more housing, like decoration and stuff, whereas we focus really on the sewing. And kind of like Ava said, we have customers that have been with us since 1970. So obviously we're doing something right. Those customers that we tend to pick up, they tend to be really loyal. So we have that on our competitors, which with our YouTube channel is a really good thing, just because if we get those online shoppers to come in store and we help them fall in love with the product, we're going to build our customer base even wider, and we're just going to do even better. The coronavirus pandemic might even help us a little bit. Moving on from the SWOT analysis, we're going to talk about motivational behaviors that impact buying behavior. So one of the biggest motivating factors I feel is free money. So with that being said, we're going to be trying to do a giveaway to all of those online customers that we gained during the coronavirus pandemic via our YouTube channel. For that giveaway, we decided we're going to do gift cards. And you might be thinking, well, if they have a gift card, they could just use that online like they've been shopping this entire time. But one stipulation to this giveaway gift card we're going to implement is that it's going to be an in-store only gift card. This will just kind of help us get customers in our stores across the nation, which obviously is the goal of this entire marketing program. And along with marketing our giveaway of the $500 gift cards, we're going to make sure we're marketing our new scrapbook materials in these stores. And as Ava said, it's hard to shop for scrapbooking materials via the screen. It's just much easier to do it in person, maybe with somebody alongside you to help. And while also marketing scrapbooking materials, we're going to be marketing the lasers and the engravings in our store. As Ava said before, also, those are in-store only services. So marketing those to get people to come in and use those services is going to be one of the best ways to get customers in the store. And you might be thinking, why did we choose gift cards? So I don't know about you, but if I ever get a gift card for a birthday or graduation or Christmas or whatever, I never spend just that amount of money that's on the gift card. So we plan on giving $500 gift cards away. We anticipate that if somebody wins a $500 gift card, they're not going to come into our store and spend just $500. They're going to come into our store and spend a little more probably, and if they don't spend all of it in one visit, they're going to come back and probably spend more than that $500 on that gift card. So while obviously them spending more money is going to be beneficial to our business, just them coming in and shopping around a little bit is going to get them to love our product. And with all of our amazing teams across the nation, they're going to fall in love with our business, not just because of the product, but because of our amazing employees. And we're just going to make sure we get those new online customers into our store and falling in love with the store via the gift cards.
Thanks, Deegan. Well, in reviewing our marketing plan, our target demographic, and the gift card giveaway, and our many other promotional strategies that we hope to implement soon, we are able to gather a pretty good um, plan to bounce back from COVID while also working off of those opportunities that were presented during this unprecedented time as well.
And we just like to thank you guys so much for your time listening to our ideas just to get us back on our feet in store. And in regards to all of our new ideas, we'd love to meet again soon just to make sure we can consolidate all of our ideas and get a concisive plan just to get things on the road and running. Thank you so much again, and we hope to see you again soon.